Pavilion end, the building side end, if you like. Rob Yates, the left-hander on strike, and he leaves the ball alone just outside off stump. Nice line, looked like it might have offered back in off the seam. 3 slips in place.
Just brilliant. Here's Hutton. In once more, LBW shout early on. Michael Gough raises the finger, and Hutton now is Nottinghamshire's leading wicket taker this season. That's his 32nd scalp, and Alex Davis has gone.
Abbas once more. Yates trying to drive, gets a thick edge, and that's going to race down to third for 4. A little bit of a release for the Bears. 6 for 1. Yates has got all of those runs. Abbas back round the wicket to Yates, who's looking to drive and gets an edge through third for 4. That was another uncertain shot from Yates. He goes to 10.
He runs in, bowls over the wicket, pulled hard, pulled firmly. That's 4 runs for Young.
To the 4 now as well. That wasn't necessarily uppermost in the minds, as this one's worked away through the leg side for 4 by Will Young. 4 centuries.
As this is flicked off his pads by Young, and that's very neatly worked through square leg for 4.
James in again to Rob Yates. He'll clip this away onto the leg side. He's got that in that gap, yeah, between Hutton and Clark, and that'll go for 4. Nicely timed. I think there are.
Closing in as Pennington runs in, and that is driven handsomely. Beats the fielder at cover, and that is another boundary coming for Yates this time. A really lovely drive.
Don't imagine he's written it himself, but there's nothing wrong with that. As Pennington bowls, a thickish outside edge goes for 4. Down to third, down to the boards in front of the last ball of the over. Pennington bowls. A little bit cramped for room, but Yates has got this one away with immaculate timing. Square of the wicket on the offside.
James wide of the crease, angles that in, and that is beautifully driven by Yates. He's been good on the drive as he's become more comfortable.
Pennington 4, that's going to be squeezed down towards third man with really fairly soft hands. I think it's time for Yates. Third boundary, he's got through third. That's
first ball of the over from Pennington. It's just turned around the corner, and there's a little misfield out there from Mohammad Abbas. Must do.
Final ball of the over, and Yates is driving, but again, that's going to be picked up, put behind square, this time by Pennington.
To bowl, and the first ball of the restart is through to the wicket keeper.
Rather more inexperienced than he might have anticipated. As a swing, and he's going to be caught at slip and not eke even closer. That's well held by Paddison White. Low down, gets 2 hands on it, and Yates is gone for 32.
Pennington past the umpire, bowls, and that is very, very well played by Young. Up on his toes, just punched down on the drive, and the timing is so good.
Durham in trouble at the moment.
Pennington into bowl to Hayne, very full, driven, gets past the bowler, gets past the mid-off. Hutton flung himself at it, but he couldn't get there.
Young taps his bat and waits as in comes Hutton. Oh, he's got a big thick edge, and it's taken its second slip. All that hard, patient work, and Freddie McCann is in the wickets again in the catching department.
Thank you, Dave.
Next ball is pushed nicely by Malik through extra cover. Meads after it, does lose the floppy sun hat and does lose the race.
But you're going to go away, okay, and you will be back. That's what you're telling your listeners.
I've got one for you before you go.
Edged, and that's through a vacant third slip area, and therefore, onto my tippy toes again, I can see there's nobody down there, and that's going to be 4 runs. He's still not going to think highly of me. If I just put it quickly on the old blade yesterday, he achieved many things, but could there be anything more than if I said, Dickie, you did, one of the things you did is you made...
He had a big grin on his face as he walked past after that a few moments ago, as he draws an edge here from Hayne as it carried, and that's a very good take by Verena. Low to his right, and Hayne is gone for 21, and with his reputation against Notts, that is a big wicket.
Lyndon James in once more, and that's another edge, another one. 351 for Verena, and Lyndon James gets his first, and Notts have gone bang bang. 2 wickets in quick succession.
It's Pennington into bowl, start of a new over, and he's driven powerfully and straight by Barnard for 4. And that's a good looking shot from Ed Barnard.
Last ball before tea. 3 slips back in. Dylan Pennington bowls and started wide and shapes even wider, And that will be the interval. We've got 34 overs left in the day, 52 gone in the innings, 138 for 5 as we ease our way into this session with the right-handed Barnard pushing this to backward point, and the Bears are up and running after tea. Richard, welcome back. Here comes Pennington again, running in with lots of effort and energy, and dancing down the track is Mousley. He's lifted it over Hamid and it'll run away for 4.
Barnard on 20. Driven, very nicely driven. That's a glorious shot for 4 from Barnard. Through extra cover, lovely.
Here comes Lyndon James. First ball's flicked away, manages to beat the diving fielder at mid-wicket, and that's going to be 4 runs.
That's the way you said it.
Mosley on strike down the track, and he does drive this with ferocity. It's another boundary.
Nathan Gilchrist already around.
Next delivery round the wicket, looking to reverse, and gets that away very neatly and fine for 4.
Mosley taps his bait, Patton crouches, and he goes for this next ball, a full delivery from Hutton, and he swiped that down through long on, and it's going to go all the way. Hutton runs in, Mosley tapping impatiently. Next ball's laced away through the covers. Well, we've seen him play that cover drive so beautifully.
A day's championship cricket. Stand of 82 between these two. Mosley on 49, facing James, looking to clip him square. He'll get certainly 1. He tries to split the 2 fielders, but it is just the 1. But Dan Mosley completes a very fine half-century. He did get a first-class 100 for England Lions this year, and one that wasn't first-class. As down the wicket he comes now and launches James straight, and that is a big 6 from Dan Mosley, a clean strike. 218 for 5.
You get your county cap straight away. This is down the leg side, swept away behind square for 4. No chance of Pennington getting anywhere near that. Barnard
Beavering away downstairs.
So it's a case of not today, Mel, thanks. This is a nice looking pick up by Barnard, and that will go 1 bounce over the ropes.
We saw blue skies and sunshine at night.
And Barnard has chipped it straight back to Liam Patterson-White, who's Barnard's standing there. The umpires are going to have to get together here. I think Ed Barnard might be just wondering if it was a bump ball. Patterson-White took the return catch.
In his over, bowls to Mosley, who drives straight. My goodness, that's a lovely shot. Just to the offside of the bowler. That's 4 runs.
250 for 6. Found most things on the Batman board. Here's Mo Abbas in bowls, strikes him on the pad, asking Saggers, and he's gone. Second ball with the new ball. Michael Booth, LBW to Mo Abbas for 1. Here comes Abbas then. In and bowls to bowled him! Straight through Bamber's defences, and Mo Abbas 2 in 2. And Warwickshire 250 for 8.
Those foreshadows of each player are becoming much clearer as Abbas is in. Bowls, and that's clipped away nicely through mid-wicket. Thank you very much. 4 runs.
3 slips, hands on their knees at the moment as Taz Ali is knocked over. He's bowled, he loses his off stump, and Brett Hutton has his 3rd wicket. And Warwickshire's 9th goes down. It's 257 for 9, and with it, another point for Nottinghamshire, so they're only 2 away from the title.
Adjudicating that he was out as Hutton bowls, and again a big blow, this time down the ground to long on, and the Bears are all out, and Brett Hutton gets another one. He finishes with 4, and Warwickshire in the last over of the day are 258 all out. Dylan Pennington catching Dan Mosley, who's out for 74.